What's up, you guys? Today we are going to be doing a quick little tour of our ambulance camper. We're going to go over all the features and pretty much everything about it, so come with us to check it out. So we are going to start with the front and work our way back on the exterior, and then we are going to go on the inside and show you guys all about the inside. And I'm gonna let Viant tell you all about the engine and the chassis and go from there.
So the front, it's a van, a Ford Econoline. It's the RV Cutaway, so it's in between the E350 and the E450. You also have an international 7.3 diesel, supposed to be like a very good engine, and it's supposed to be very good for the gas mileage.
So one thing I really love about this ambulance is the storage. Oh my god, we have an amazing amount of storage in this ambulance, and first thing we're gonna do is check out the driver's side and all of our storage. So right here we have a storage bay, which is really huge and great. And what's really cool about it is you can access the interior from right here through this little door right here. Oh hey! Another really cool thing about all of these storage compartments is they all have lights, like there's a light up there, and later in the video we'll take you inside and show you how we turn them on. But basically when the system is on, you can open this door and the light will automatically come on, which is really helpful. So that's the first storage bay on this side, but we actually have a few more, so let's check them out. But first, a word from today's sponsor. Gloves are a big part of PPE, and the eLusefor Controller Ultra Work Gloves are a great product to protect your hands. They are very lightweight and easy to move around in, and they have a 2mm breathable layer on the back. The Badge Flex Velcro closing makes it easy to achieve a tight fit, and it even has a spot on the back where you can add Velcro badges. Customize your unique look with a variety of Velcro patch styles that adhere to the backhand. You can even make your own custom-made patches. The eLusefor Controller Ultra Gloves work really well for a wide variety of tasks, and the carrying clip makes it easy to keep them with you at all times. One feature I really love is that they're touchscreen compatible, so you don't need to remove your gloves to use any smart device or touchscreen. The 0.8mm synthetic leather provides exceptional durability and resistance to abrasion. Overall, these gloves are a great way to protect your hands during a wide variety of tasks, and I love the patches that you can add on the back. eLusefor Controller Ultra Work Gloves are the perfect work gloves required in demanding fields such as construction and mechanical maintenance. Protect your hands and tackle any task with confidence. Be sure to click the exclusive link in the description to pick up a pair of these gloves, and check out the special discount information in the description. Special thank you to eLusefor for sponsoring this video. And let's get back to it. Alright, next up we got this guy, so let's open it and check it out. This is a great spot to put our camping chairs, our tools, any kind of like equipment that's kind of dirty. So for now we have kind of like our oil storage, battery charger, camping chairs, and extension cord, because you can plug the ambulance into shore power by this socket right here. So we keep an extension cord in here in the event that we would like to plug it in, and we'll show you why once we get to the interior of the cabin. Moving along. So this storage is like a drawer, so it pulls out, which is kind of nice. And we just have a bunch of random stuff in here, like a pulley, a bunch of tools, and our box for our espresso machine. Just the important stuff. Now, for the last storage bay on this side, and we have some interesting plans for it. So here we go. All right, this storage bay is gigantic. Actually, our plan for it is we are going to cut it so we can access it from the inside, and this is gonna become our toilet. So this area is gonna be kind of like our toilet area. From experience, we traveled for quite a while in our camper van, and having a toilet is really like a deal breaker. So yeah, definitely want to put a toilet in here. For now we don't have one, but this is where it's gonna go. So that's it for this side of the ambulance. Now we are gonna jump on the other side and show you the other side. All right, so now we're gonna check out the back of our ambulance camper because we have some cool features that are on the back.
So we have those amazing French doors that they both open and clip from the top. Also we have an extended bumper that will be like our deck and the tow hitch in case we have to tow something. The towing capacity is probably around like 4,000–5,000 pounds. And it's also a dually. Okay, moving along.
Okay, now we are gonna go along the passenger side and show you all the storage that we have on the passenger side. Okay, well, this storage area right here is actually broken. The lock system isn't working and something's wrong with like the way that something's wrong and it's not opening basically, and we need to fix it. But more or less it looks the same thing as the double storage on the other side. So the next storage on this side, we don't have any storage here, but over here. So right here we have the batteries of the ambulance, which we have two 12-volt batteries. So here's our batteries. Pretty solid. And we have this storage right here, which is pretty cool because you can also access this storage from the inside. Let me show you. So in this guy, we got a bunch of cleaning products. We have like some shoes, water. It's just kind of like random. But another cool thing that this storage area has is outlets. So we have this outlet here, which I think is like a car 12-volt outlet, two of them. And we have this one down here. So these two doors right here, this door and this door up here, we will show them to you when we get on the interior, but they both open. So you can also kind of like access the inside from this storage cabinet. Okay, so that's it for the passenger side, and now for the best part, let's check out the inside. So this is our main entrance for the ambulance, and one thing that I really love about it is the size of the door. It's huge, so it makes getting stuff in and out really amazing, because we are also using this ambulance as sort of like a cargo carrier for the construction materials for the house. Oh yeah, if you're new here, we are building a shipping container house, and you can check out the journey here. So when we go and pick up materials and we need to kind of haul them around, this is just the best way to do it because we can put them inside. We can move stuff in and out of the store, like big boxes or large things or sheets of plywood or you name it. But let's check out inside. Alright, so the first thing I would like you to notice is I can stand up in here comfortably, and I am pretty tall. Viant is kind of just, he's doing a little bit of like a side head motion to fit in here, but I fit in here. Our ceiling is like 70 inches, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, 70 inches high, and it's like almost touching my head. So, anyways, first up, we have this storage bay right here on the interior. So, what's really cool about these is the doors roll up, kind of like a storage unit. So for now, we are basically just storing kind of like food stuff, like plates, paper towels, our coffee kettle, water. Everything is kind of like a work in progress, and for now this is just like a quick weekend trip that we are doing. So this isn't the permanent setup, this is just something that I wanted to share with you guys at the beginning of the ambulance journey, so that way at the end of it we can show you everything that we've done and you can remember what it looked like to begin with. So this is some cool storage. Down here we got stuff like bags, my boots, kind of like a little mop thing to clean the floor, some mouse traps because we struggle with mice, and another cool thing right here is this drawer. And I really love the way that these drawers on the inside open and close. This little locking system is really great. So for now, this is just what I work on my computer with. They just fit perfect in here, so we figured why not. Next up, we have the bed of the ambulance. So basically, the bed is in 2 different configurations. Right now, it is in sofa mode, and then when it's time for us to go to bed, we just undo the plywood base, put the cushions down, and make the bed, and we have almost a queen size bed, which is amazing. Super comfy. We got to test it out the last like few days, and I'm happy to report we love it. Also, what's really cool is we have a bunch of storage under the bed where we can store all of the blankets and the pillows and everything for the bed. Okay, now for the food storage. For now, we have this incredible cooler, freezer, ice maker, all in one, the EcoFlow Glacier. Amazing. So for now, this is how we store our food when we travel. We have this right here. We can separate it to be 1 freezer and 1 fridge, or both fridge, and for now, it's both a fridge, because we don't really need it to be frozen. We got a little ice maker right here, which is pretty legit. I think that's just such a cool feature. And it has a battery in it, so it can run by itself, and when we need to recharge it, we just recharge it. So right now, we got 100% battery, so we'll be good for a while. Alright, so we have a ton of storage on the outside, but also on the inside as well. So what's really neat about the ambulance is they have these, I think they're acrylic, but all of the storage cabinets, they slide like this. So up here we have a bunch of storage. We don't really have anything in it at the moment. This right here is the old exhaust for the ambulance system, so I don't really think we'll use that, but it's there if we want it. And one of the most amazing parts is the double doors that Viant showed you. When we are chilling inside and we have the bed open, or if we're just chilling on the sofa, what's really cool is we can hang out in here, open the back doors to whatever view is out there, and enjoy it. It lets a lot of light in here, and it's just really cool to kind of be covered inside and still have the experience of being outside. It's really nice, and we really enjoy to just hang out with the doors open. Alright, so all of our interior storage mainly is on this wall right here. So like I was saying before, we have all of these sliding little doors that slide both ways. You can do them any way that you want. You can even exchange them if you want. So here we have a bunch of storage shelves. Here we have a bunch of storage shelves. Up here we have a bunch of storage shelves. And we just have storage everywhere, which is so great. Alright, so what we are doing for power in the ambulance, we have a couple different options, and as we get up to the cockpit, we'll kind of explain how that all works. But for now, we are using this power station to kind of run our little the small amount of appliances we have. We have our little kettle, an air fryer, and to charge our electronics and all of that jazz. So these are really great. I know I've done a lot of videos about them, but honestly guys, we use them all the time. They are amazing. That leads me to the next thing I would like to explain. The lighting. We have not figured out what we want to do for like the permanent lighting system, which is why we have this kind of hilarious rope light that we just attached to the power station and just strung up along whatever these used to be for. I don't know if they're just like for people to hang on when they were in the ambulance or what, but it's a good temporary system and the light's really beautiful. We really like how it looks. It gives like a really nice glow in here. So yeah, that's our temporary setup for lighting. These lights do come on and these lights do come on as well, but for the most part we have to have the engine running, so we wanted to have something that we could use when the engine's off. So on this end of the ambulance, as you can see, we just have like a bunch of storage as well, and we have this seat that came with it, which is cool. It rotates and stuff and it's actually really comfy, but I don't think we are going to keep it because it's kind of in an awkward position and you can't move it. It's like bolted to the ground. So I think we might try to install something that's removable because, as I mentioned before, we want to use this ambulance to like pick up equipment, materials, and things like that. So it would be nice if we wanted to get it out of the way, if we have something that's maybe like a little bit larger that we need all of the space. So yeah, to be determined. This is kind of like our kitchen area. I don't know where we will install our like permanent kitchen area. I'm gonna imagine it might be here, but you never know. We have this cool thing that slides out, and actually I've used this quite a bit to work on my computer. It's great for that. We have a little cutting board here to prepare food for our little trip. Right here we have even more storage, and this storage is really large. It goes all the way back here, but it is a little bit tricky to access because the chair is in the way. And up here we have more of the electrical system of the ambulance. So right here we have what I was telling you before, the exhaust. This is the heat and the AC that runs through this guy right here. This is our battery information. This right here controls a bunch of stuff like the lights and a couple other things that correspond to the front. And right here we have a little light as well, but none of this works unless the engine is on and we power the electricity to the back. You'll understand more when we go to the front and I show you kind of like the little cockpit area, because we have like a main power switch that we have to turn on to kind of like get electricity all back here. Some of it works if we are plugged into shore power though. We can get some of the lights and some of the outlets to work when we are plugged into shore power. This right here is a bunch of stuff that I am not even gonna touch at all. The vacuum oxygen system and I don't know, whatever that is. Back here we got more outlets and more 12-volt outlets. So this is great. We also have one back here that we're using to charge the power station. Now I am going to show you guys the electrical system, which is crazy. So here we have all of the electrical setup of the ambulance, which is looks really clean and well done, but wow, it looks pretty complicated. So we do have an inverter, which is this guy right here, which I'm pretty thankful for because that's how kind of we get all of the power to the back of the ambulance. We aren't gonna mess too much with the electrical system because we don't really want to dive that deep into it and mess with it. So I don't know what we're gonna do in the future, but I will tell you that we are not really gonna mess with the electrical system of the ambulance. Okay, now time for the cockpit. So we do have a little door back here behind all of our coats right here that closes off this area, but this is how we get back and forth from the front of the ambulance back here to the back, is by this little door. And you're about to watch me do it, and it's a little bit tiny, so Yeah, but it's totally doable.
Hello.
Okay, so let's climb back in. All right, so here we are in the front. It's super cozy. I don't know what it is about 90s vehicles, but they have the most comfiest seats ever. We've had quite a few cars from the 90s, early 2000s, and the seats, man, they're just the best. Okay, show you around the cockpit. Obviously, this is the driver's seat. You have all the typical driver's seat things, but what is different here is we have a bunch of stuff to control the back of the ambulance and the exterior lights. So when the ambulance is on, and we press this button right here, that's how we get all of the electricity powered in the back. So the outlets and the lights and everything like that, when the engine's running and we turn that switch on, everything has electricity in the back. We also have some other things that this little panel turns on and off. The emergency lights actually work, so we can totally turn them on and off, which is pretty crazy. And these right here are to turn on the lights on each side. We have lights that go on the driver's side, the passenger side, and the back, and they are super bright. It's amazing. It's really helpful when we're like camping somewhere and it's dark and we want to set up like our chairs or be outside to turn on the exterior lights. Great thing to have. These little buttons right here that I feel like are straight out of a movie or something, I don't know, they look like almost fake. But they're not. These will show us if any of the compartments are open on the outside, which is a cool feature. Here we have a couple gauges for our batteries right here, so we can keep an eye on things from the cockpit. And this right here is so cool. We can actually talk through it. Like, it's super loud. Hey guys. Another thing we got right here is this hilarious little lamp, and it works, so we leave it here, but it's kind of weird and awkward, but we don't really know what else to do with it. So for now, it stays there.
Even more weird.
Yeah.
This giant one.
Yeah.
That's so bright.
This is funny. This thing is so strange, and also we don't know what to do with it, so we just leave it down here. But it's a gigantic kind of like flashlight. Blue Eye 2000 Optronics. 200,000 candle power, whatever that means. It's pretty bright. We've tested it out. But yeah, so we can, I don't know. I don't know what we can do with it. But it's here, we got it, and it's just gonna chill up here until we remove it, or if we ever remove it, I don't know. We'll see. Also, another thing that we use when we go on the road is our mobile internet. We have Nomad internet. This is what we use when we travel, and it's really great. We've had a really good experience with it so far, and you guys, it's incredibly easy to set up. It's crazy. You literally just plug in this USB. That's it. And then you get internet. So that's pretty much it for the cockpit area. Everything else is just kind of standard. We have like some lights up here. We got like a mirror here. Nothing really out of the usual there. I think there's some things that we want to do up here, like some little upgrades and whatnot, but for the most part, it's pretty comfy. It's nice to travel around. The windows are kind of big. And yeah, we can control everything from this little station.
Command control.
We got our little command control up here, and it's great. All right, you guys, so this is just the beginning for Rambo the Ambo. So stay tuned to see how it develops and all the upgrades that we do, and I'll be sure to share them with you guys.
Be sure to subscribe.
We have quite a few plans for Rambo the Ambo, like, for example, removing the decals. It's just been super rainy, so we haven't been able to tackle that yet, but I digress. Although it was a rocky start with this ambulance, things are starting to change for the better and improving little by little, and we can't wait to share our adventures with you all. So far, we are really enjoying Rambo the Ambo, and we've used it a lot to haul materials and supplies. Stay tuned in the next week or so for the video about how we built the sofa bed, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Help support our channel by leaving a comment, liking, and sharing this video. As always, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with our projects and adventures on Pacific Pines Ranch. We put out new videos every Saturday and sometimes even during the week, so be sure to subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss any. Okay, bye.